Ooh.
My internet's fucked. Give me a minute.
Yeah, I know. I figured. Welcome everybody. Taylor's fucked, and I'm here watching myself. Okay, you're moving now. You're alive. Nope. Nobody watching anyway. I'm by myself. Oh my god! Welcome back. Welcome everybody. This could be the shortest show in our so-called kind of history, I guess. So Taylor's internet is screwed. Rob isn't here yet. He probably won't be here, and there's only one person watching. Woohoo!
Yeah, can you see me at all? I can only hear every other word from you.
Yeah, you're now moving fine. So
Jesus. I can hear like every other word you're saying, Eddie.
Wow.
Okay.
On here or what? You think it's you or me?
It's my internet. It's been a mess all day. I just can't hear you.
Oh, that's fine. So, I got it. I can hear you now.
So
all
right, we'll see what straightens out. How you doing, Miss So?
Hi, Miss So. Anybody else wants to come join and welcome to hell? This is gonna be pretty bad. Rob's probably on some other channel, huh?
It is what it is.
No, it looks like it. Well, now you're nice and clear. You're not jumping around anymore.
All right. So, did you have elections today?
Not that I know of. I didn't pay attention. If I did, I don't think we did.
All right.
Yeah, your internet's fucked again. Yep, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Maybe this will be the shortest one ever. Rob, don't get here soon. You want to try to reboot, or you think it's the actual modem?
I already tried, man. This, so we'll see.
Okay,
we'll see if I can get it. If it straightens out, if it does, it does.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world. Wife's now working days, so she's home every night.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
State Supreme Court, and it's the most. I don't know. It's hard to. Okay.
You now we're hearing every other word out of you.
We had state Supreme Court.
Something Supreme Court. You pause in the funniest spots. Wow, we're screwed today. 3 people are watching, and Taylor's frozen and I'm going to be the only one here. My God. Los Curses, you need a video camera or something, man. Gotta get more people. Yep, I think Taylor's officially not there anymore. I don't know what's going on here. Taylor, nobody. Oh, yeah, you moved. You moved. Is he chappy or choppy? God, I can't do this by myself. There's only 3 people watching anyway. I'm only really getting, Yeah, you're now pause period. Uh-oh. He has his head over his hand. Oh, no, hand over one eye. Wow. What's going on with the weather up there? We had 8 inches.
And I don't have access to my.
To what?
It's not weather. I don't have access to my router. It's building internet that I pay for on my own, but so I can't even go reset the router or anything. I don't have. It's not in my unit, so.
That sucks.
It is what it is.
My new one's right behind me. So. My new one's right behind me and should be getting massive amounts of speed. So, and it's hardwired into it, but it won't reach to the other side of my house where my main system is. So, got to move the main system over here. Yeah, as I said, not much.
I streamed on IG a long ass time ago, a couple times.
Yep,
but
there goes.
Whatever. But yeah. Okay. I don't know what to do, Eddie, man. I've restarted this thing like 4 or 5 times.
It's okay. Not a big deal.
Every time I start talking, you start talking because you can't hear me. And so it's just like, I don't know what to do.
Well, I can hear you now. Not a big deal. Not much really happening. Wife's now working, like I said, days now. So she's home every night sleeping, making dinner too. So hell, I ain't got to cook. So it's not too bad.
Oh, nice. Well, there you go.
Not much happening here except for mystery boxes that are piled high, and I'm going to rip them apart and keep half the books for myself. I've decided so. Since I can't get X-Men, I'm going to go ahead and start doing Tales to Astonish. And what are the Tales to Astonish? And actually, I think DJ wants all the Tales to Astonish. So whatever's left to doesn't go out in his box because, well, he bought one and he wants me to wait for him to pay.
I don't know. It's so like I don't have the route. I don't have access to my router. It's somewhere on the floor on this floor, but I don't have access. I don't have a way to get to it. So
yeah,
it's a mess.
You're pretty much screwed. Nothing much we can do about it, I guess. Oh well.
Yeah, sorry guys.
We will call it early.
It's been a hot mess all day here. But
hell, we got 8 inches of snow overnight. So we woke up this morning to a big old white everything. So it's been fun. Didn't really work much today. Lots of bullshit.
Like a lot of white in Utah.
Huh?
No,
down here we don't get. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Oh no, there's tons of fucking white in Utah. The whole place is a fucking nightmare. I hate this city.
What's up, those curses? Yeah. Sorry, it's a frustrating experience. You guys know how it is when you can't get your internet working and like you've tried everything. Yeah, it's frustrating, but whatever.
Well, you seem good now. I did give Rob the link, didn't I? I did give Rob the link.
He might still be. I don't know where he fucking is. He might still be in B. You know, he has that hit before this.
So. I know. I was just thinking to myself that I actually did give him the link. That's all. But,
yeah.
No big deal.
Did you saw the Dungeons and Dragons movie?
I saw on Saturday for my birthday. We hit Dungeons and Dragons first. We ate breakfast. My wife made some killer breakfast sandwiches from scratch, and then we hit Dungeons and Dragons. Ate a giant thing of popcorn and giant things of soda. We got refills. Got in between. Then we got pretzels, and then we ended up getting going to go see John Wick.
Nice.
So Dungeons and Dragons and
I've not seen John Wick yet, but
it's. I won't say anything.
Keanu Reeves shooting people.
Yeah, and it has
stabbing people. Punching people.
Not a lot of stabbing. Not a lot of stabbing. A lot of punching. A little bit of stabbing.
Kicking.
Nunchucking.
Driving cars aggressively.
Actually, not a lot. A lot of running upstairs.
Oh,
and I mean running upstairs.
I did hear there was a lot of stairs. I've heard that.
There's a lot of fucking stairs.
Yeah,
and it's got that same thing of like the
white.
The white. What up? What up, Gary? Gary's alive.
Gary, I was just over there talking to Gary. He reminded me. He's like, oh, aren't you supposed to be on Cranky Comic Chat? I'm all, oh shit, yeah, I guess so.
Oh, we're Taylor's internet's fucked, so we're kind of been sitting here playing along, trying to wait for it to stream out. Looks like it's gotten better. So
I think it's gotten sorted. We'll see. So
he says
I stopped trying to download porn. That helps.
Well, does it though? It might help with your internet speeds, but does it help with your mental happiness?
Not so much. No, it really doesn't. Porn is a lot. Unless you're Donald Trump and they pay for it, and then say you didn't pay for it, and
then. I told you guys. Whoa! Oh, yeah, you're barely there. You froze up again. I told you a few weeks ago I got in trouble for throwing a snowball at work.
I think so. Maybe.
So I was walking past. I don't know. I was walking past some guys today, and down about not even 400 or 500 feet is an inspector staring at us. And I'm just walking, doing my job, go past the crew, and a guy who's supposedly a friend of mine wakes up and nails me in the back of the head with a snowball. And so she decided to call upon herself to tell everybody, and it became a whole big fucking thing again. See, I get bitched at because I threw it at an inanimate object that was driving past me, and then he gets yelled at for throwing it at the back of my head. So I was turned around and beat the shit out of him, but I just thought it was funny that all their people came out and she told everybody that he needs to not do that on site, and I was like, oh my fucking God, this is like a high school. I don't want to deal with these people anymore. Well, yes, if anybody wants a mystery box, sorry, go ahead.
You should have made a snowman.
Yeah.
And another snowman. Then they could have hugged it out and have two snow bros.
Well, I don't know. We are heading to California this weekend, so I'll be in SoCal for a few days and go to Frank and Sons, do some shopping and crap like that.
So. Scott.
Translation, not my part of California.
The better part, I know.
What?
Not most of California.
If all it takes to make that less of a desirable place to go is for us to cut one water main, and then that fucking place dries up and is a goddamn desert.
Still a better place. Wait, guess what? They get a ton of their water from well, whatever, up in Nevada, Arizona area.
They get a lot more of it from Northern California than they do from there. Trust me.
I know, shit runs downhill.
They pump it up the hill to make it go down the hill.
Oh, it's true. Yeah, there's the one hill that goes up and down. It's true.
Yeah. A lot of it's a point of a lot of contention is that they spend a lot of money to.
I don't care. I just like the weather better than here. Okay, I'm sick of it. Waking up to 8 inches of snow wasn't exactly fun when we had nothing. We had 62 degrees the day before.
Yeah, well, there's here too, except it doesn't get as hot.
Better than the Charger.
That's a perfect picture of Taylor frozen. You're like this now. Like,
he almost had fish lips going.
Yeah, fish lips going.
Or duck lips. Yeah, like you were like a little teenage girl taking a selfie.
Thought about going by my comic shop.
I'll catch it on the rewind, which I promise.
Because that's exactly what Taylor gets mistaken for quite frequently, is a teenage girl.
It really is, yes. All right. So, anyways, I tried asking, and then I got derailed. But did you guys see the D&D movie, and did you like it?
No, I did not see it.
I did see it. I'd say like about a 7 out of 10. It was fun. Had some nice jokes in it, and
I enjoyed it.
It was fun. I mean, some of the jokes, my wife kind of went, "What?" You did get the joke of the cage, the people in the cage, right?
Yes.
You got the throwback.
I'm old. I know who they were. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people had no clue what was happening there. I'm assuming there's going to be a second one.
Well, if it makes money, but
it has.
There's in jokes if you get them, but I don't think you needed to get all the in jokes to.
Yeah.
40% off Easter candy.
Taylor with his mouth hanging open. That was good. I was waiting for Beholder to shoot up, but no Beholders. So, a few creatures that people are kind of happy to see displace their beast. What was the fat dragon? I mean, I understand the fat dragon, but was it a name?
Apparently, it's from some books that I've never read, like Forgotten Realms novels, I guess.
I might have them somewhere, and I probably read them 30 years ago, but I have a stack of the, I mean, I thought, I don't remember the whole Harper thing. Why not just call him a bard? Is there a guild of the Harpers or something? Was I missing
Harpers
that?
They were their own guild. They're like sort of like police.
Oh, okay.
Socialist cops in Forgotten Realms.
Because when we did, all I knew about that was, I'm just, to me, he's a bard, and that's the end of it. I mean, his character was fairly useless for most of the show, but I mean, my wife likes
inspiration. I'm pretty cranky tonight, Corey. My internet's not working, so
yeah, he's
yeah, that's really helping.
I'm trying to get these people who are doing mystery boxes. So 2 other people made inferences like, "Oh yes, I want one." One actually claimed it, but now he wants to call me and talk to me on the phone to talk about the mystery box. What?
Do you want to sell it or don't you, dude?
Yeah, well, no, I don't care. I was at work as he's trying to call me. I'm like, I don't have time right now. I'm sorry.
That's how I feel when you Facebook Messenger call me at night.
Yeah, I know. I just do it for fun. So I don't feel like typing shit out.
Oh, thanks, Miss Sal. We'll see. So why don't you try? Why don't you give him a time when he can talk to you and see?
I guess because I really don't care at this point. I've given up on these mystery boxes. I will gladly keep half the books and not worry about it. He froze with your hand like this. That's beautiful.
For fuck's sake. Yes, Corey, buy one so he's not so cranky.
I don't give a shit. Corey, you can buy one all you want. I got. The only person I know is buying one is DJ, and because I know what he wants out of them. But the rest of them, I don't mind. I got a lot of celebrate stuff there. Yeah, they're 140
at the same time. So.
That's the perfect picture. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Here's what you look like. It was stuck there for like 20
seconds. I'm so glad that he finds that humorous.
That's how I feel right now.
I know. It's having fun.
Yeah, it's hard now. Yeah.
Oh. So what have you been up to, Rob? Since
weird how you got in trouble for a snowball idea.
Well, you got to be careful who you're snowballing. That's what I hear, anyways.
Yeah, no shit. So what have you been working on, Rob? What's the new?
I'm just spending money, baby.
What'd you get? Oh, I know. I'll watch the videos. Figured.
Well, yeah. Well, if you watch the videos, you're behind, but that's okay. Because there's stuff that comes in before it I'm weeks
ahead.
Weeks ahead. But yeah, I've really, I don't know, for some reason I have found a renewed focus, and there's just been a glut or a significant number of books that I need that have come down to a price that I'm very willing to pay to pick up these books at a moderately low grade or whatnot. So like today I just picked up a book. I won't say what book, but it was one of the books I needed in a 3.0, and I picked it up for about $150 below FMV, and
nice.
I'm considering I was about to pay $200 more than that for the same grade last month, and I'm super excited that this guy was willing to work with me and get down a better price. And had another guy work with me on he had a book that I wanted. It was a little bit more than I wanted to swing right then and there. Let me pay him in 2 payments, and so after I could spread it out over 2 paychecks, and made my life a lot easier. It's like, bam.
So the answer is those are all my statues and stuff. But yes, there's quite a bit of Star Wars there. There's Mando, Stormtrooper, Jawa. There's all kinds of crap there. So yes, it's all my statues and stuff back there.
So when it's all said and done, I'm down to like 5 books on my ASM run that I need, which is going to be
nice.
Wow,
nice. I'm still at 6. I've not found a number 9 worth buying that I made offers on a few, but I did exceptionally well. I think I haven't gotten the exact read for the store because 2 major items sold that I have like $60 into sold for 90 or 100. So I'm making money on them, just money that's tied up in them.
Yeah, that's it. Now it's like I definitely need to pause for a moment because I'm 4 months into the new year, and I picked up 5 of the books I needed.
Nice.
And now, I need to move. There's a couple things I should move, free up some funds. Again, unfortunately, I had moved a couple things that freed up some funds that had allowed me to have the liquidity I needed all of a sudden to make a couple of these moves. And so I need to go and make a couple more moves to free up more funds. That way, when something like this comes up again, I can jump on it while I can. Right.
What's that space?
I love how collectors, myself included, use the word need instead of want. It's like
need. What's that space that space collection?
The Mystery in Space.
Mystery in Space. That's the name. Sorry, I'm thinking ahead for his mystery box things. The one in Cali. I want to look up and see if I can find more of those. So I've been finding them at different shops. They're not easy to come by. I just figured, well, I mean, there aren't a lot of the, at least in Southern California, a lot of the shops, unless you go find, I don't think the Bunky brothers are in Southern anymore, are they? They moved up north, I think. They were in San Dimas or something. They were near my mom's house or something, but no, they were near Montclair. But
that's awesome, Corey.
There's not a ton of shops that have anything older in Southern California. So
not a lot of shops have anything older anywhere, really. I mean, from what I can tell, there's some that have some.
Cosmic Comics in Vegas does have an area entire, and they get new stuff every time. So every time I go in there, I can look through and sometimes find, Whatnot was good for a while, but now I don't know, their new setup and how they changed the app. I just gave up trying to figure it out. So I don't know.
I almost pulled the trigger the other day on My Greatest Adventure #1 raw on eBay, but it ended up going for 2. Yeah, you just don't see that fucking book.
Yeah,
like Rob knows, but it ended up going more than I could afford at the time, and yeah.
Am I seeing something weird because you changed? Okay, forget it. I'm confused. Oh, don't mind me.
Okay.
You changed words midway about some book, and I don't know if my internet screwed up or what. Something just went backwards there.
Me? No, it's a comic called My Greatest Adventure. It's a weird title. But yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, I need
A
to
shameless plug before my internet dies again. If you all have not watched last night's video, where we had the unboxing battle for Jack
I watched
B,
about half of it. So
there were some pretty good. I'm not going to show you it's in the stack. And normally a stack this big is a turnoff for me from mystery box, but they're pretty good boxes.
I got through Ben's yesterday, and that's as far as I got.
Yeah,
I didn't
so
realize that was Ben. I didn't realize that was Ben till halfway through. Wait, it's Ben.
Yeah.
Usually Ben on camera.
Yeah. He doesn't go on camera a lot, but that was cool.
Yeah.
So and he's going to have another box coming up that's going to be, he's calling it his Denton Scratch box, or like, $65 shipped and all gold and bronze and silver lower grades. So
Cool.
I think I had that one. If you did another big one, I've got the money right now. I'm sitting on a wad of cash, and since I'm doing California this weekend and Vegas the following weekend,
You won't have any in 2 weeks.
I won't have any in 2 weeks. It'll be gone. Me and the wife are doing our
did
anniversary.
He said he's opening custom boxes, Eddie. So if you want a custom one, reach out.
Yeah, well, I'm looking. I want to. Yeah, we'll see. We're eating for our anniversary somewhere in Vegas that might cost me a very pretty penny. So we'll find out.
So, do you go to the same shop as Chip? The one? Are you talking about the same place? Is it Jay's? Just wondering. I think that's what we call it. I think that's where Chip goes.
I do know that my local shop here has nothing old. There's just nothing there. And
the one across the street, nice. The one across the street from me does, but their pricing is not. They're higher than eBay prices. And then there's another shop in town that, like, you just have to have the patience to dig, because everything is, instead of stacked in boxes like this, it's all stacked like this.
Oh,
So you've got to, and so you have to be very careful, or you're going to fuck up the books. You also have to assume other people are not and have fucked up the books, and then you just have to and just dig, because there's not any rhyme or reason to how he stacks them. So
yeah, well, Rob
it's just
knows
like a order in a shop.
Rob knows the one down in St. George. He does now have, I think, 2 long boxes worth of old stuff, but the prices are like, basically if they were graded in good shape, that's
I know his prices went up dramatically to the point where, like, this May, next month when I go out there, I'm probably not going to swing by his shop, because it's just there's probably nothing there that I want, and nothing there that I'm willing to pay what he thinks it's worth.
Anything Silver Age, that area seems to be $90 and above, no matter what the condition is. Not I mean, random, Tales to Astonish, $95. You're like, graded 6.5s are like $80 on eBay.
Yeah. I'm assuming Chip has Easter plans. I'm not sure. I'm a dirty old heathen, so we'll see. I could reach out to him. That's what he says.
Well, yeah. California, I used to go around to different shops, but a lot of them are all like, just they have zero old stuff. It's all new, and that's it. I know 2 shops that are old, period.
Even you got to remember what's old, right? If a book that's 30 years old, well, 30 years old is only the 90s. 40 years old, it's the 80s. So it's
one of the
it's all.
One of the shops doesn't have it near me. It has nothing older than 6 months.
Well, it's more like
a
chain. A chain, Comics Plus. You'll see all, the name around. I went into it, and all they have, and it's just modern, period, and a bunch of statues and stuff. They're cool looking shops, and they're nice, and they get all their new stuff. But I don't know.
Yeah,
so there's nothing.
I actually need to hit up that other shop this weekend, because that one over there, it doesn't get all the books I want. So every once in a while, I need to make a pilgrimage to the other side of town and just find some of the newer shit I've missed out on. But
so last episode of we're there. Last Mandalorian episode. Thoughts?
It was one of the better ones. It's still the real question now is, who is the Mandalorian? Is it Bo-Katan?
You mean the leader
Mando?
or the?
No, they're like, who's now the title character in the show? Like, I get it's still Pedro Pascal Mando, but like it seems like it's turning more into a Bo-Katan story than anything else. So
Well, it's a story of the Mandalorians, yes. But
Yes,
Yeah.
but
I
I don't know.
and you don't know,
it's-
just because Bo-Katan right now starts to be
Yeah.
looks to be so, doesn't mean that ultimately at the end of the day it's still not going to be Mando. I still think that it very well could be that Mando is our Luke Skywalker essentially of this story, right? There's other players that have pivotal parts to play, and that I said parts, pivotal parts to play, and there could be others that don't. You know, see, I'm that way so about
Yeah.
Reese's eggs as opposed to Cadbury
Nice.
eggs.
No. They changed
I just want to put
Reese's eggs are what it's all about for me.
Cadbury
I just
eggs
want to
3
put
years
some
ago.
pizza in the
Changed the
microwave.
recipe. Cadbury eggs changed the recipe 3 years ago, and they got rid of the orange Cadbury eggs, which were the good ones. Well, you can see deep fried. They do have deep fried Cadbury eggs.
My biggest problem with this, especially this season of Mando, and I still like it, I still enjoy it, it's still Star Wars, is that in order to understand what the fuck is really going on, you have to have a pretty extensive knowledge of shit that's happened in other series.
That's Star Wars. That's I will, as much as I love
And
Star Wars, I fault it on that all the time. That Star Wars more and more relies on you as a viewer doing your homework to get maximum value, or to pick up on all the pieces, or else you need to at very least watch a YouTube video or read an article by somebody who has done all the homework and can fill in the blanks for you. That is a crutch that is bad. But, and I've also been on record saying over and over again, it's Star Wars. I will give it a freaking pass excessively. I'm not going to say that it makes it good, but I am willing to give things a pass just because it is Star Wars. And I admit, I am a mark for Star Wars. So,
yeah, I was hoping they'd do something with Timothy Oliphant's character after they showed that big thing, the one at the end of the season.
Yeah.
But that kind of went nowhere quick.
I really liked. Well, I think what I liked, and a lot of other people really liked, especially about season 1 of Mando, is it was standalone. Like, you didn't need anything else. There was no fucking Jedis. There was no, like, it wasn't a Skywalker story. It was just a small tale. I mean, there's the mystery of Grogu, but it wasn't like, you know, it was just episodic. Every half hour was entertaining. You didn't need to, like, do a lot of homework. It was just like, oh, this is great. And then it kind of it went down to Tony path, which I don't mind, but it's its own thing. So
yeah. Your Vance character Eddie shows back up in Boba Fett.
Yeah, sorry guys, I got a call coming. I got to take. I'll be right back.
Yeah, Deadwood. That's where I've loved him.
Yeah,
that was great.
Oh yeah, Deadwood. Yeah, and he was in Justified as well. Oh yeah, Justified.
Yeah, no,
I love him in both those.
She called out of it.
Yeah, I could rewatch both those series pretty much on repeat. Like that's. And a lot of it is his charisma in it, but it's just still. I mean, Deadwood is one of my favorite shows of all time.
Right?
Like,
yeah. No, it's just great. Great characters. Great way they carried themselves.
That was.
Oof. Sorry,
there was like a couple years in there, like Deadwood and The Wire. Like both, like HBO had a couple years in there where they were just putting out like insanely good television. And
The Wire, potentially one of the best TV shows ever. And the Deadwood was great. They had come off The Sopranos. Even the Roman Empire show was good. Their only the first real misstep they had was that John from Cincinnati. That was just
that was a hunk of shit.
Major. What the? I need to be. There's not enough drugs for me to be high enough to fricking enjoy this.
John from Cincinnati. Okay, back up. I got to hear what that was about.
We're talking about HBO shows.
Oh, okay.
That had
we just talking about HBO in the Prime era.
Yeah,
I know Eddie's seen it, Miss Hill. I have not yet.
I started watching Entourage again from HBO, which I as 10 years ago I loved. Week 4 was good. I liked it to a point. It definitely had some different characters I didn't quite understand. It definitely, I'm not going to say more because I'm not going to give it away. If I say one thing, it'll give away a big part of it, so I'll be quiet. My wife actually figured out the ending before I did, so that was fun.
So nice.
Oh, Kurgan's in it from Highlander. I'll tell you that much. He plays a decent
fucking spoilers.
No,
Nice.
not a fighter. Not a fighter. That's not a spoiler. But there's some other
I don't
characters, but it was fun. It's definitely yeah. No, it wasn't. It was. I didn't particularly care for the main guy that Wick was going against. Oh, they had the blind guy from Rogue One's in it. He's
Nice.
also in it. He plays an assassin, which is always kind of funny.
Also, why I liked Andor this series. I mean, there was a lot of other things tied in, but you really just needed to know. You could watch that show without knowing anything else about Star Wars and still enjoy it, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, yeah, Wick was interesting. But can I give this part away of Wick? Do you mind, Taylor?
Well, we don't know.
Whatever, dude. I'll watch.
Well, we all
How
know
am I
the
going to
one guy.
know until you do it?
It's nothing to really do with the storyline, but the black guy, he died in real life a few weeks ago, right? The guy at the hotel. He dies in the first 5 minutes of this movie. He dies in the first 5 minutes of this movie, and they have like this nice little thing of showing his grave, and I'm like, that was fucking creepy.
Maybe the movies are the only thing keeping him alive in real life.
I guess so. It was just kind of
what you got is worth living for.
Actually, I like him a lot. He was in and he was really good, which is another underrated sci-fi show.
In what you locked up there for a second?
Fringe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Just
was
as
in
you
The
said
Wire.
word Fringe, it cut.
Sorry.
No,
We are apparently getting pretty bad thunderstorms here right now. So I guess there is weather. So the thunderstorms are coming, and that's fucking up everything. But
I think we're done with that. Was our last snow. I think we're hitting rain from now on.
Well, it seems like that's all the channels today. Gary was having problems today with his channel. He was having internet issues.
Well, we have new internet now, so it's working really well. I'm happy with it. Just doesn't get to the other side of the house very easily.
Well, there you are then. So don't go to the other side of the house.
That's where I have my gaming system. I want to bring it over here, but I haven't had time.
Run a wire.
I know. Well, I'd like to get my big wooden desk, my giant wooden desk back in here and set up everything in one spot. So
run a wire to the other side of the house and set up another Wi-Fi router on the other side of the house.
They brought one of those, not extender or whatever it is.
Extender's not as good if you run a wire and actually set up a separate or have a mesh system.
Yeah, that's just the other side of the house in our bedroom is where our old modem was, and now it's in this room. And I don't know. He wanted to put it into the wall, but it was just dumb. I just walked.
Just do what Miss So said. Yeah.
Yeah. The guy's like, he's like, as soon as he walks in the room, it's like it's just a dead zone in here. So he moves the extender in there, and like finally gets a decent thing to.
If it's dead in there, why put the extender in there? The extender has to receive signal before it can extend.
He claimed
you put the extender outside in the like halfway point or something. Where it actually gets good signal.
He tried to put the extender in the kitchen at the midpoint, and it would still, even when he walked in with his phone, all of a sudden everything dropped. And when he put it in the back room, it seemed to do okay. And it's doing okay, doing enough. I can play basic games. I really haven't. Oh, by the way, watching Dungeons and Dragons wants me to go load up Baldur's Gate again and wants to play. I feel like playing that again. So I might just have to do it.
Nice.
So, well, yes.
If you're a real nerd, you can find the character stats for everybody in the movie on D&D Beyond too.
Oh, you're kidding.
Thanks.
Aluminum foil in there. Where I was at, we just had to get up and rotate the antenna because it was all constantly, because we had there's different here in the Bay Area. There's 3 different transmission towers, whether it's coming from Oakland, San Francisco, or San Jose, and so you had to rotate and point the antenna at whichever channel you were tuning. So aluminum foil didn't do us any squat good.
We really lost everybody. We have 2 viewers now, 30 minutes in.
It's Miss So and Corey.
Miss So and Corey. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I don't mind. Sorry, I see these new buttons here. Let's see what they do.
They allow you to edit the layout.
I'm sorry, guys.
People show up on the screen. That's about all it is.
Oh, cool. I don't know. I was curious. I see them.
Oh, my wife's home. Perfect. Yeah, so there you are.
Yeah,
I actually read books.
Oh,
I
it's
actually
there you
am,
go. What's up, buddy?
I'm actually down to only have 2 issues to read before I'm done with my entire stack. I got caught up on my stack of reading finally.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
So it's like, yeah, it's like I actually got through a.
Nice.
Jesus.
I mean, it took me a couple days, but I was like, okay, I guess I need to do this and get done with this because the stack was getting a little high. There's gonna be an earthquake. I'm gonna get crushed to death under a stack of comic books. Yeah, there was an earthquake, but not enough to matter.
Yeah, I think we feel the earthquakes up in Salt Lake City. They do get some every once in a while.
You know, we had one today. To be honest, that it was like I was standing up at the time against my bookshelf, and the only reason I know that we had one was I didn't feel anything. I just heard a couple.
Rattle.
Oh, well, Miss So, if I actually wanted to read everything I have way more. This was just my designated to read pile, but I heard like the walls shift slightly, and that's how I went, oh, that was an earthquake. I didn't really feel much, and then my wife was on a meeting with people on the 7th floor of a building or something, and they were like all talking about it, so it just kind of confirmed. But it was a meaningless earthquake. What was it, dear? 4.5. It was that strong?
That's nothing. 4.5.
Oh, but it was far away. Okay, that's why. And it was just like I said. I heard the walls shift slightly. That was pitiless.
I still remember the last major one I even remember, and that's going back 30 years when the World Series was going on or whatever.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. I was
in Vegas.
I lived 14 miles away from that, where it started.
Yep, we were in Vegas at the Four Corners. I think it was an aftershock is what we heard. It was because it was later at night, and like we're I don't know what, we're playing blackjack or something. The whole chandeliers just start doing this. Everyone's dropping to the floor, and we're going. The three of my friends all in California going, what? Who cares?
Yeah, I had before the World Series, because for me as an A's fan, it was a big deal. I was taking a nap, and I was awoken by swells on my waterbed because it was 1989 and free floating waterbeds were a thing still. So
yeah, I had one first marriage.
I was awoken by the waterbed tossing me around like like the SS Minnow, and and the blinds swinging out from the wall from the window, and just watching I could physically see the walls of the house doing this. And I was like, oh, this might actually be the one that I actually go ahead and duck and cover for.
The 89 A's, I think I was going to school with one of the brothers of your major guys. Mark McGuire's brother I went to school with. J.J. McGuire, the biggest asshole I've ever met in my life. As his girlfriend was coming down during prom, him and the whole football players started chanting JJ's bitch. JJ's bitch. Definitely an asshole. So, whatever. He didn't do anything with his life. His brother, we know what happened there. So,
we're fortunate. We lived only, like I said, only 14 miles from the epicenter. So it was, we had some friends of ours that lost their entire homes, but we were very fortunate that we just really only lost a few glasses. And
well, the closer you are, sometimes almost better.
Well, what it has to do really was the type of construction your home is, and where you're at, what kind of soil you're on.
Yep. What kind of soil's underneath?
Well, we were 14 miles from the epicenter. We are in the Santa Cruz Mountains, and our home was only about 10 feet up above bedrock. So there was very little soil between our home and the rock, which wasn't going to do a lot of shaking. And it was an all wood construction, primarily. There was a second floor, but it was primarily a single floor wood construction home, which is why we have wood homes out here, so they can bend and stuff. Whereas the major disaster, which occurred up in San Francisco, away much further, 70 plus miles away from the epicenter, that was because there the soil is landfill soil
Yeah.
that's dumped in the
it'll-
bay. And
it'll-
so just like when you go to when you shake it up, that allowed water to
Yep.
fill into the soil
Yep.
from the bay, and it liquefied the soil.
Yep.
And
the
then that
liquefaction.
liquefaction then amplified the shaking and caused so much of the damage.
Yeah, my sister went to UC Santa Cruz. I almost went to some other college up a little farther north.
Yeah.
So
Well, we grow when you grow up out here in California. I mean, this is basic elementary school education to us, right?
Yep.
We really learn all this, the ins
I
and
had to
outs
take
of
classes
places
in
we.
my
because that's
geography
what we
degree
got.
made me take classes.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
I apologize. I am giving up. This internet's killing me, and I just keep
You seem
dying
fine.
here. And
Translation.
everyone
I don't
heard
want to hear
about.
about this.
Yeah, translation was because his internet's perfect now. He's not having problems. He's not stuttering.
Well, now
I
it's
hear
working out.
what he says.
It's because I just said I was giving up, but like yeah. While you guys
It's
were
okay.
just
We
talking,
can call it, guys. I got other stuff to do.
It was scratchy as I'll get out. So no, I mean you go on without me. I just can't. Yeah.
No, we'll
This is
call it.
driving
I'm
me nuts.
tired.
Eddie can't go on without you, Taylor. You know you're his bone.
No, my wife's here, so spending more time with her, I do that. So, but no, I am.
Gross.
Today was one of those days, and I don't want to work this week. It's a 4-day work week. So, what's everybody doing? What's everyone got going on?
Well,
Go ahead,
sorry
Rob.
about this, guys.
Today there was a video that dropped on Dr. Von Hoot's channel with some stuff I sent him. It's kind of interesting. Thursday I have a CBCS verified signature unboxing that comes, and then Saturday we'll have only slabs with D-Runk Comics.
Nice. And Taylor.
Reviews, usual shit. Trying to
Check
bring
out
back
Wednesday
unboxing match.
8:30.
Yeah, there you go. So
The usual shit.
all right.
Yeah. Okay. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.